On this day of remembrance, joined by the Vice President and the Second Gentleman and all of you, we honor a remarkable group of Americans who embodied the best before, during, and after January the 6th, 2021. You held the line that day, and what was on the line was our democracy. And history will remember your names. And history will remember your names. They'll remember your courage. They'll remember your bravery. They'll remember your extraordinary commitments to your fellow Americans.
The grandson of a police officer, Michael Fanone, was born to protect and serve. A decorated narcotics investigator, he took an off-duty call to the Capitol on January 6, 2021. The granddaughter of proud military veterans, Caroline Edwards left a corporate career to follow in their footsteps, serving our nation. On January 6, 2021, she helped stop advancing insurrectionists, even after being knocked unconscious in the mob's first brutal surge. A Virginia National Guardsman and Metropolitan Police Department officer, Daniel Hodges has dedicated his life to serving his community and our nation. On January 6, 2021, he fought to push surging insurrectionists away from a key tunnel into the Capitol. A New Jersey Air National Guardsman who served 2 tours overseas, Brian Sicknick was a U.S. Capitol Police officer devoted to serving our nation. For over a decade, he guarded the Capitol, including on January 6, 2021. He lost his life protecting our elected representatives. A 12-year veteran of the Metropolitan Police Department, Officer Jeffrey Smith dedicated his life to public service. On January 6, 2021, as he fought the violent mob, Officer Smith sustained devastating head injuries from multiple assaults inside and outside the Capitol. Proud son of a U.S. Senate Sergeant-at-Arms, Howard Liebengood left a career as a champion race car driver to follow in his late father's footsteps, protecting the democratic institutions they both revered. An Army combat veteran and a U.S. Capitol Police officer, Eugene Goodman embodies fearless public service. In the breach on January 6, 2021, he made himself a target to divert insurrectionists away from the Senate chamber. As a child, Aquilino Ganel immigrated to America from the Dominican Republic. He became the first in his family to graduate college, serving in the U.S. Army and then in the U.S. Capitol Police. Rusty Bowers represented the people of Arizona for almost 2 decades, rising to become Speaker of the House. In a dire hour of our democracy, he put country before party by refusing attempts to decertify the 2020 election. A champion college football lineman, Harry Dunn, has put his protective instincts to a higher purpose as a U.S. Capitol Police officer. On January 6, 2021, he rushed to protect injured fellow officers fighting back insurrectionists. Inspired by the voting rights legacy of her beloved Atlanta, Lady Ruby Freeman viewed her civic duty as a Fulton County election worker as a sacred mission to ensure the people of Georgia could exercise their fundamental right to vote freely and fairly. Inspired by the stories her mother told her about the movement for voting rights in America, Shay Moss pursued a career as an election worker in Fulton County, Georgia. A former federal civil servant and the city commissioner of Philadelphia, Albert Schmidt has spent his career on the unsung yet necessary task of making democracy work for the people. Jocelyn Benson was elected twice by the people of Michigan as their Secretary of State, where she continues her steadfast commitment to protect the right to vote and the integrity of our elections in the state of Michigan.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. These facts require immediate action by President Trump. Accept his share of responsibility, quell the brewing unrest, and ensure President-elect Biden is able to successfully begin his term.
But I do want to especially thank President Trump. I don't think anybody should doubt his influence. He was with me from the beginning. Somebody wrote the doubt of whether he was there, and he was all in. He would call me and he would call others. And he really was, I was just talking to him tonight, helping get those final votes. And what he's really saying, really for the party and the country.
Look, I mean, if you'd asked me 5 years ago, I would have said a pretty good one. Now I think he has cut so many deals with bad people to get to this position that I think he's not going to be a leader at all. I think he'll be completely hostage to kind of the extreme wings of the Republican Party. And I frankly don't think he's going to last very long. Maybe he'll prove me wrong, but it's sad to see a man that I think had so much potential just totally sell himself